Is it wrong to hold a Soviet Ushanka over your heart for the national anthem?
Welcome, everybody, to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. That is John Baranowski getting set here for today's Empire
I didn't know you were
action.
starting yet. Sorry, boys.
The lighting and everything, we were getting it on screen.
We got to work on this timing thing with the light
intro.
show and everything.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, sorry for no intro here. We're just kind of blending in between the two games here. We had an 11-6 win for the elite team for the Potomac Patriots prior to this. But here are our opening introductions here for this Empire contest.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Prince William Ice Center for this USPHL Empire League game between the Atlanta Knights and your Potomac Patriots. And now the starting lineup for Atlanta. At left wing, number 14, Toby Sparks. At center, number 27, Brendan Buckley. At right wing, number 9, Tanner Lindsay. At left defense, number 16, Christian Griffin. At right defense, number 28, Jake Alexander. And in goal, number 29, Sean Horton. Coaching the Knights is Ralph Corral, assisted by Scott Owen. And now the starting lineup for your Potomac Patriots. At left wing, number 25, Patrick Sheehan. At center, number 17, Shane Barber. At right wing, number 90, Michael Santiago. At left defense, number 57, Brad Kostrepski. At right defense, number 68, Ian Rush. And in goal, number 35, Ryan Framignon. Coaching the Patriots is Matt Little, assisted by Steve Sherman. Now, if you could please rise and gentlemen, kindly remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Let's play some hockey. As always, we thank our servicemen and women around the world who protect us here at home and our freedoms. We thank you. This afternoon's starting goaltenders brought to you by MyTech Auto, located in Woodbridge, Virginia. MyTechAutoInc.com for more details on how to book your appointment to service your vehicle today. Shrim's starting goalies.
Atlanta Junior Knights sending out Sean Horton. 27 games on the season. He's played 4-5 record with a 4.40 goals against average and a .88 save percentage. Ryan Framignon getting the nod for the Potomac Patriots, 4-4 on the season with a 4.00 goals against average and an 8.9 save percentage. Your starting goaltenders. Stearns.
So, Framignon, hopefully a future chef with a name like that. Goes against Horton, a name that familiar with in the hockey community.
Sean Horton.
Sean Horton.
Not Nathan Horton.
Alrighty.
Joseph Roberts, not Gary Roberts.
Face-off, center ice starting out here. Patriots looking to rebound from a 4-2 loss last night, and the Knights win the face-off, but it's slapped back by Michael Santiago, chipped in by Barber. Barber taking a spill, and he's having a little trouble, like he's got skate guards on there, but it's a delayed offside here against the Patriots, but the Knights will carry it out into the neutral zone. Santiago trying to fight off a check there and trying to battle the puck away from Alexander. Alexander gets just into the boards hard. Oh, man. He was crushed
and
hard.
Alexander's off hurt.
Shaken. Wow.
He's favoring his left shoulder. He went to the boards hard.
Michael Santiago chipping this one in, and the Patriots getting some changes out there on the ice. Just underway here at the Prince William Ice Center. David Stearns with Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, Ryan Shepard, and Philip Rivas on the support for CrossIceFeed, as this one was fed across and almost popped past the far post there. Framignon going side to side as it's gloved down and played here. Ahead by Kostrepski. Up to Davis. Trying to get it up to Nistroy, but it's cut off by the Knights and slapped off the boards over to the near side. Kostrepski will pick it up at his blue line. Kostrepski over to Rush. Rush ahead for Davis. Davis trying to move the puck around the Atlanta defense. Back there to pick it up is Chris Griffin. Griffin taking out his man Micah DeBow. Up to the blue line, not out, kept in there by Welsh. Trying to slap it in deep there. And pile up along the near side boards. DePaul taking out a hip check. Oh, and he's going to get called for that. Yeah, he wasn't even, Chris Griffin was not in the vicinity of the puck at that point, so if anything, it's going to be an interference, but we got another call coming up here from Baker at the back. Both referees had their hands up. Maybe it's the same call. That's the same call, so DeBell will be going to the box.
What a ridiculous hip check. Wow.
18:29 left here in the first. Man advantage for Atlanta. Here on the Reebok Hockey Penalty Kill, ReebokHockey.com. To check out the selection or come down here to the Prince William Ice Center to check out the gear. And this one's gloved down by Fromm and Jan.
Micah DeBow seems like he can do it all. He can lay the hits down. He can score the goals.
Leading top of the stats, yeah.
Yeah, leading this team with 30 points on the season.
As much as I want to hear the chorus of that song, let's move on. Here's the call.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 12, Micah DeBow. 2 minutes for interference. DeBow, 2 for interference at 18:29 on the Reebok penalty kill.
I tell you, if Griffin was there and played the puck, that would have been the most beautiful, perfect hit we would have seen in a long time.
What you find in textbooks.
Gagne, point shot. Oh, man, that one found its way through traffic, but deflected at the last minute. Off of Ian McDonald. And that's Weekland. Putting it into the far corner for Bronner. Bronner surveying his options over for Gagne. Gagne steps in with a shot, deflected off the stick of Barber. He chops at it and sends it out into the neutral zone. Up at the red line, it'll be met there by Weekland. Weekland around over to the near side, half boards cut off there by Welsh. Welsh trying to pop it free, but Weekland will carry on with it in the near corner. Having some trouble with his footing, but the Knights will find it into the front. It's loose, and a turnaround shot. Down on the ice there, Bronner had an opportunity, but he just saw it go right by him. Opportunity was knocking there as it goes off over to the near corner, and Knights trying to set things up here on the power plays. It squeaks out to the, well, no, it's going to be kept in there tight at the blue line by Gagne. Slowly drifting its way to the neutral zone, but the power play for the Atlanta Knights continues with Bennett. 35 seconds left for Micah DeBell's penalty. This one shot wide, and it'll be over to the half boards. Gagne taking a side angle shot, caught up by Welsh in front. And it'll be Ian McDonald. Looking up top, finding Tristan Gagne again. Gagne to McDonald. Goes past his stick. A little hard of a pass there. Bronner is going to set it back up for him over in the near corner. They're moving the puck around. A couple of good shots, but the deflections aren't working in their favor. That's for certain. Up top, Gagne. Far circle. It's Weekland through traffic and right in on Fromm and Jan, who holds on. 4 seconds left on the man advantage for Atlanta. Throw out a plug here for the Spine and Joint Institute. SJInstitute.com for more details. For assistance on your family wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic needs. SJInstitute.com for more details to book your appointment with Dr. Felix Yeskin or Dr. Maria Schaefer in Fairfax, Virginia. Need to get my back reset, but yeah, Alexander is going off the ice here as an upper body injury is likely the case. Dr. Yeskin rushing over to tend to his injury, and a point shot, they score! The shot taken from Christian Griffin gets deflected up front, goes top shelf on Fromm and Jan, and just like that, it's a 1-0 score. That one is not on the power play as the penalty just expired.
Yeah, it looks like Quinlan got the deflection to get it up and over the goaltender Fromm and Jan's right shoulder. Patriots have to regroup here and get the next one, keep this game as close as possible. Yesterday's contest was probably the best we've seen this team play all season. It was a losing effort, however, I believe they put up almost 49 shots on goal.
Knights goal scored by number 16, Christian Griffin, assisted by number 4, Caleb Santamaria, and number 7, Chase Kinlan. That's Griffin from Santamaria and Kinlan at 16:28.
And a battle for it along the half boards. Atlanta's going to win this battle up top to Huntington. Huntington hunting for a goal here as he takes a shot right into the glove of Fromm and Jan. 15:54 left here in the first. Atlanta striking early here just as Micah DeBell's penalty expired.
The most important thing for these Patriots to do is not get discouraged by a slow start. Figure out a way to pull it all together and get themselves back into the offensive zone, get a scoring opportunity, a rebound, something to get this team going here.
Deflected shot from Weekland. Goes behind the cage over to the near side. And into the corner. Oh, and a hard check there. That's going to be a boarding call against Welsh. Wow. Yeah, just a few steps away from the board was Tanner Lindsay. He got popped from behind. Welsh will be sitting down for 2 or more, or possibly 2 or less.
Vicious hit. Welsh was laying out people yesterday, too. He had that one big hit down in front of us here, the big open ice hit. Just a booming hit.
So only 2 minutes there on the board. Oh, could have been
lucky.
worse.
You know, he
could have been worse.
Got very lucky.
If an injury would have resulted, it would have been more than 2, for sure. Cleared all the way down for Horton.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 89, Joseph Welsh. 2 minutes for boarding. Welsh, 2 for boarding at 15:42 on the Reebok penalty kill.
Sparks across the line on the offside. Lindsay and Gagne were a step ahead. Patriots penalty kills. Brought to you by Reebok Hockey. ReebokHockey.com. So to face off. Just outside the Patriots blue line along the near side of the neutral zone. One over to the near side inside Patriots territory. Bronner turns it around, sends it up, not out there as it's kept in. With the point set up here for Weakland. Weakland drifting to the top of the slot. Over to the near circle. Scooped down by Bronner. Bronner getting a pass there from McDonald. McDonald posting up in front of the net. This one gets deflected from a point shot from Weakland. Out of play. 14:59 left here in the first. 1-0 Atlanta with an early goal. Coming from Griffin. David Stearns, Brian Schrems here. Up in the broadcast booth with Ryan Shepard. Down low is John Baranowski and Philip Prevost. Cross Ice Feed. Find us at CrossIceFeed.com. You can also contact us. Contact CrossIceFeed.com if you would like to enlist our services in the DC metro area. And a point shot from Chris Griffin. It's slowed up and sent down the length of the ice by Groner. Horton way out in the far corner to set it up with 1 minute on their man advantage. 0 for 1 so far this afternoon. And it's Micah DeBow turning around, looking for a shorthanded try here as he pushes it the other way along the near side wing. Inside, and he'll feather this one down low. He's due for a change as he skates hard towards the bench. Griffin is going to lead the charge out here with a pass up ahead for Ian McDonald. McDonald across the Patriots line and over. And trying to drop it there for Bronner, but it's cleared out by Nistroy. And Nistroy will go off on a change as well as Horton sets it up in the near corner with a half a minute left on Atlanta's man advantage. And it's almost turned over there for Santiago. Now it's popped back for Barber. Barber loses an edge there, and he'll turn the puck over to Griffin. And this one sent down the length of the ice past everybody, and Potomac will win the foot race for an icing.
Yeah, Rush had him.
Icing on a power play.
Icing on the power play. Ba-dum, ba-dum.
Face off to the right of Horton.
Wow.
I know you were waiting for it.
Talk about being out of this inside joke. Just going to go ahead and not say anything.
Clear it down. Icing on a power play.
Face off. The right of the goaltender.
One off to the near side. Atlanta looking to break out on one last rush on the man advantage with McDonald. McDonald stutter steps around Sheehan, trying to get the puck down there, but Rush got ahead of it there with a backhand feed to the front. A shot attempt there off the stick of Buckley does not go through. We're back to even strength. 13:35 left here in the first. 1-0 Atlanta. Here at the Prince William Ice Center in Woodbridge, Virginia. Rush. Getting rushed there for a decision. He was being pressured by the captain, Bronner. Gagne launching this one up into the slot. Takes a bounce almost onto the stick of Buckley, but it's taken away by Ian Rush. Rush at the red line, clears it in, no icing. Horton stepping back behind his office there as he sets it up. And it gets tapped over to the near side corner. Along the half boards now for Quinlan. Quinlan out into the slot, inside of his own zone with a pass ahead for Huntington. Huntington backhanding it ahead there for Gagne. But out of his reach, Sheehan tries to pop it out. They got in the way of it here as it comes up to the blue line and out. Weakland will greet it at the red line. Sending it around the horn, back there for Rush, back behind his keeper, Frommignon. Kostrepski, far corner on a backhand, couldn't clear it out, caught midair. Here comes Huntington, setting it up, trying to slam it in, they score! That would be Chase Quinlan, waiting there. Stuffing it home, pass Frommignon, it's 2-0 Atlanta, 12:38 left here in the first.
Yeah, just a bad clear on the defender's part. For the Potomac Patriots, not a total clear led to a 3-on-1. You can't leave your goaltender hanging high and dry like that. Now they have to find a way to regroup themselves. They have one shot on goal through. It's about 8 minutes here in this period.
Backhanded in by the Patriots into Atlanta territory.
Atlanta Knights goal scored by number 7, Chase Quinlan, assisted by number 26, Chris Huntington, and number 4, Caleb Santamaria. That's Quinlan from Huntington and Santamaria at 12:38.
A loose change cleared up. Point shot coming. And it just goes wide. Mark Klassen taking the shot. Trying to stuff it short side again. They keep going to that same department. We got a delayed call coming up here to Potomac, and Grunner touches the puck.
I was about to say, this is not a power play.
No, well, it's about to be.
They're just all over the Patriots right now, and they're going to get an extra attacker. The Pats are sitting 2 minutes for...
Don't say sit.
Holding. 2 minutes and 5 yards. It's going to back them up.
Up to the goal line.
It's pretty good.
Face off to the left of Ryan Frommignon. Great Falls, Virginia native.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 89, Joseph Welsh. 2 minutes for interference. Welsh, 2 for interference at 11:55 on the Reebok penalty kill.
Klassen couldn't get it around Rush. Rush got in the way of that rush, and it's off along the half boards. Trying to clear it out, it's Kostrepski, but it's kept by Griffin. Griffin with a shot. Doesn't get it through Barber, and Barber finds a lane, sending it all the way down to Sean Horton. Pass ahead along the near side of the neutral zone. It's Huntington. Quinlan lost it. Quinlan with the recent tally for Atlanta, and this one's iced down by the Patriots as they have 1:20 to kill on Welsh's penalty. 2 interference calls to the Patriots. This one across the line. Santa Maria pulls the trigger, and he just goes wide with it. Quinlan with it now. Santa Maria and Quinlan working together in tandem down there along the half boards. Over to the near side for Weakland at the point. Weakland takes the shot. Deflection up front. Pad save by Frommignon. A second pad save by Frommignon, and he holds up for no rebound coming. And we'll have a face-off to his left. Patriots hockey sponsored by Pepsi, makers of Gatorade, the official sports drink of your Potomac Patriots. Where? Where's Erie?
The arena.
Erie
Dave.
in the arena?
We heard Erie.
Woodburn, Virginia, and Erie, Pennsylvania.
I'm getting the sniffles. I'm sorry. I don't have my orange juice today.
You don't have your jug of orange juice?
That's the problem.
And this one floats through towards the front of the net, and it's scooped off over to the far corner. Grunner pinning his man into the boards. He falls down here. Buckley looking for somebody up front. I beg your pardon, Lindsay. Up top for Lindsay.
26 left.
Weakland. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Lindsay pulls the trigger there. Frommignon bats that one down. Goes off into the near corner. And a Sheehan trying to kill some time here. Time about to expire in the man advantage. Halfway through the first period. 2-0 Atlanta. Sparks peels away here. Sparks looking to plug it along the short side, along the far post, but Frommignon will glove it down, and we got some pushing and shoving after the fact. 9:51 left here in the first.
Well, you already mentioned that Frommignon sounds like he should be a chef with that name, which something I brought up a few games ago.
Yep.
He did respond on YouTube saying that, no, he's not a very good cook. Now, I don't want to count the guy out. It's never too late to learn. But really, with a name like that, Frommignon Pastas, I'm buying it.
Well, it may not be his first choice, but yeah. We'll see where he goes in his life. Here comes a breakaway. Michael Santiago with the backhand. What a great pad save there by Horton, who stayed with him. Oh, man. Opportunity there for the Patriots, foiled by the pad of Horton.
Something to build off of now, hopefully.
And it's Barber at the red line. He'll toss this one in on Horton, who easily sticks that one down, and he'll hold on because Santiago is in his territory. 9:24 left here in the first. David Stearns, Brian Schrems, Cross Ice Feed here at the Prince William Ice Center. PWIce.com for the public skates and skating lessons and much, much more Prince William Ice Center, located here at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. That went off the skate of the linesman. Thanks for the help there, boss. And it gets tossed on over to Brady. Mystery man Brady. Furter doing some work there. But it's chipped out by the Knights. Rush finishing a check here as Kostrepski will meet it in the slot of his own zone there as he backs off over to the near side wing. Up ahead now through center. Trying to hook up there with Rush. It's intercepted and turned over though. Here comes Brady across the blue line. Brady takes a shot high into the glove of Horton. Well, I guess if you want to rattle the goalie, that's where you put it. Brady has some choice words there. And then he does a fist bump there with Mark Klassen.
They're friends in the end.
Well, you know, these guys, they see each other
Quite a
how
bit
many
during
times
the
in the
season.
season, you know, over 40 games played, each of them, you know, being as many teams that there are in the South, you know. This one gets deflected up into the protective netting. Not a play. We'll try this face-off. Inside the Knights zone, 8:42. Face-off to the right of Sean Horton.
2 weeks we'll be back here for a showcase weekend. Friday,
Hosted,
Saturday, Sunday, Monday affair.
Hosted by the Potomac Patriots. As this one's dished aside there, Horton reaching out with the paddle to get it off to the far corner. Pass ahead now, out of the reach of Quinlan, and no icing here. As Welsh going to pick it up before the goal line. He's turning it over there to Quinlan. Eastroy trying to scoop it up there for DeBal, but it's Weakland that'll easily toss it back behind the goal line. Bronner trying to fake out his check on Quinlan as he goes over to the far side. A nice little touch pass there from DeBal, sending it way up for Davis, out of his reach. And calling for it was Quinlan. And now with a breaking pass for Caleb Santa Maria. Santa Maria with some work there with Quinlan. The point shot goes right in on Framignon, and Gagne gets his stick away and says, "Nope, I ain't doing anything here. Don't touch me.
No fisticuffs after the play.
Can't touch me."
Trying to keep it clean. But just a tough period to get anything going for these Potomac Patriots. Very few scoring opportunities on their end. A couple of penalties, so they got to stay disciplined. Their chances will come.
Santiago trying to move it out there, but it's kept for the moment by Sparks. Kostrepski in there to support. Kostrepski trying to get it out, but no, it's tossed back there. And it'll be picked up by Rush. Rush getting his check out there on Sparks. Gets around him. Down to the corner. Barber couldn't get there as it's sent along the boards all the way up to the far blue line. Kept in. Spin around chance by Kostrepski and a deflection by Barber. Goes right in on Horton. This one hits the protective netting. And we'll have another stoppage. 7:25 left here in the first. This Sunday of the big game.
Big game Sunday.
Man U and Arsenal.
I believe so.
Soccer, really?
That's football.
Well, cricket was yesterday, so
Yeah.
it can't be that.
I'd rather watch cricket.
And we were waiting for the Patriots to make a full change. They weren't set here, so the face-off will be redone to the left of Horton.
I always like the hockey to soccer chirp of, you know what they should do with a sport? Cut the field in half, cut the amount of players in half, surround it by boards, cover it nice, and give the players weapons. And then you have a sport.
Or you could just put grass down and call it lacrosse.
It's true. He's got you there.
Johnny, we did not hear your comeback.
I prefer ice.
I know. And so do I. I'm not arguing.
Atlanta doesn't.
There's the chirp. Oh, goodness. This one deflects past everybody. No icing, though, as Griffin will be back there to get it. And it's Furter going in to the boards with Griffin, but the puck goes onto the stick of Buckley. Buckley trying to find an open lane, and we're going to have a hooking call coming up here to Furter. Bronner will touch it up in the corner, and Atlanta will have another try at it on the power play.
It's not the way to get yourselves back in the game, boys.
Nope. Really the first thing. And we'll get the call on the penalty from the public address.
Potomac Patriots penalty, 2 minutes for hooking, number 47, Brandon Furter. Furter, 2 for hooking at 6:45 on the Reebok penalty kill.
Getting Get another Reebok Hockey penalty kill. ReebokHockey.com, or come down here to the Prince William Ice Center. Check out the gear in the pro shop. A shot on him from Fromagnon. Ryan Fromagnon steering that one aside. Rebound picked up by Bronner along the half boards. Bronner looking for options here. He'll take it into the far circle. Just looking back behind the goal line. Up top. A shot from Gagne right in, and Fromagnon makes yet another save. Fromagnon seeing his fair share of work here.
He's earning his paycheck today, that's for sure.
15-5 shots in favor of Atlanta. Can't take too many shots when you're on the penalty kill. This one's launched up the blue line, glove down by Gagne. Gagne putting it over to the far half boards there as it goes back behind the cage, trying to stop it on a wraparound as Bronner loose change up front, and it's cleared off over to the near corner. Kept active by Atlanta. Up top it goes. Bronner to the pass of Weakland. Weakland going to center himself into the top of the slot, but it's intercepted there by Kostrepski. Kostrepski couldn't get it around the feet of Weakland, and Weakland will take it right back in and dump it into the far corner, where it'll be chased down by Bennett. Bennett on his backhand. Eastroy trying to get there to pop it around the boards, but it'll be Bennett that'll find it in the corner. Bennett looking up top for Tristan Gagne. Gagne pulls the trigger, and a nice save there by Fromagnon. 5:25 left here in the first. 2-0 Atlanta. 40 seconds left on Furter's penalty. We are at the Cross Ice Feed. CrossIceFeed.com. Check us out there. If you want to get a hold of us to enlist us in any broadcasting services for sports in the DC metro region, give us an email, contact@CrossIceFeed.com. Also, you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at CrossIceFeed. And in the slot, it's cleared out. Up to the red line, though. It's picked off by Christian Griffin, who sends it around the glass, down the dasher, and over to the far corner. 20 seconds left to kill. The Patriots here on the penalty kill as it comes out for Klassen couldn't keep it inside the blue line. Huntington going along the near side. Changing things up here as he bops it off the boards up to Griffin. Griffin finds a lane, setting up a deflection up front for Santa Maria, and we'll have a stoppage as this one goes out of play. Stoppage after stoppage after stoppage. No flow going in this one, but the flow has definitely been in favor, if any, for Atlanta.
It's been a one-sided affair here in the first period, but you got to figure at some point the Patriots can snag one and get themselves back in it a little bit here. Happened yesterday too. Very similar outcome. So just a few more shots from Potomac last night.
Yeah, it was uncharacteristic. They actually outshot their opponent, if I remember correctly.
They put up 50 shots last night.
Up top, far circle, Griffin with a shot that gets deflected off into the corner. Picked up there by Furter, who gets crunched into the boards. The pass still moved up to the red line where Brady is there, and it's back the other way with Klassen across the line. It's a delayed offside. Brady trying to move his way through neutral. Trying to fight off a check there for Quinlan. Quinlan picking up the puck, though, beats out a check from Welsh. And around the back pass, turns it over to Welsh. Nobody there to pick it off and take it in on Fromagnon, so will be retrieved, sent out by the Patriots out into the neutral zone. D to D it goes. Kostrepski working it up there further with a pass on to Brady. Brady, a piece of lumber there from Sparks. Gagne trying to hook up on a pass there. With Buckley, Patriots trying to gain some offensive footing here with a chance. Lamar looking for it. Neestroy pulls the trigger and it goes wide of the glove side of Horton. Rush sending it down low for Lamar. Goes past him. Neestroy trying to catch up with the puck there as Gagne goes into the boards with him. Support there from Buckley. Gets it out over to the near circle. Banked off the boards. Caught up at center by Kostrepski. Getting away from Sparks. Drops it back there for Rush. Rush getting some pressure there from Sparks. Forced to make a pass out, and we're going to have a too many men on the ice call. 3:06 left here in the first. That's a too many men on the ice against Potomac.
You know, it's just getting sloppy at this point. They need to regroup themselves. They need this first intermission bad, Stearns. It couldn't come quicker for these guys. Take a few minutes, rethink, regroup, get back out there and do it again.
Me too. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. You don't want to leave me here alone with this. The lost audio files of Penn State.
I got your back, Shrebs. I'll do play-by-play from down here.
Please do, because it ain't going to come from up here.
Potomac Patriots penalty, a bench minor for too many men on the ice. That's too many men on the ice at 3:06 on the Reebok penalty kill.
Nice save by Guzik inside the Patriots bench. That one goes out of play. Yeah, tough season here for the Empire, as Potomac just sitting in the basement there with only 8 wins underneath their belt. Atlanta's got, well, 14 if you include last night's for 29 points. Patriots with 20 in the basement. And trying to clear it out there as we have a minute and a half left on the bench minor penalty on the Reebok Hockey penalty kill. ReebokHockey.com. This one goes airborne. Scooped out of the air there by Welsh. It's picked off by Bronner. Setting it up for Bennett. Bennett taking a shot. That one ping-ponged its way through into the slot, but not going to the back of the net. It goes off into the corner. Up top from Mark Klassen. Klassen going D-to-D there with Griffin. Over to the near circle for Bennett with a shot. And a save there by Frominjon up top. Klassen pulls the trigger, deflected through, just missed the toe. The right pad of Frominjon going wide. On the far boards, up top, to the top of the point. Klassen takes a shot through traffic, goes wide again. Bronner to Griffin. Griffin back to Bronner, hops over his stick. He'll have to chase it down and settle it down over that in that corner. Up top it goes. Griffin back to Bronner. Back to Griffin. Over to Klassen. Klassen losing control of it. Barber pops his way through. And if he can get around him, he can, but he can't take the puck with him. Trying to get around Griffin there for a shorthanded break, but Klassen will take it the other way. Pulling the trigger off the inside of the leg of Welsh. That's a stinger. Not much protection there on the inside of the leg. This one squirts its way out to the front. Nobody there to bang it home. Bronner up top with 15 seconds to kill. Are the Patriots. A shot and a pad save by Frominjon. 20-5 shots in favor of Atlanta, but you'll get that when you spend half the period killing penalties. And that one goes into the glove of Guzik yet again, and a hard check in front of the bench. It was Kostrepski colliding with Bronner with 1:06 left here in the first. 2-0 Atlanta. Patriots Hockey sponsored by MyTech Automotive. Go to mytechautoinc.com. Get details on how you can schedule your appointment for your vehicle. Be road ready for, well, it's going to be more 6 more weeks of winter.
I've heard.
This gopher in Hawaii saw its shadow or something. I'm not sure if I have that correct.
It's Pennsylvania.
What's a Pennsylvania?
A wonderful commonwealth to the north, gentlemen. He saw his shadow. There's 6 more weeks of winter and 6 more years of the Browns losing.
Typical of Pittsburgher.
It's what we do there, Nat.
Davis, far circle, trying to work some magic here to get the puck to the front of the net, but he has it stripped away by Weakland. Weakland looking a little shaken up after that exchange. He's going to go off on a change as it's scooped in. Yeah, he got a chop down on the hand is what I'm getting an indication from. No. Oh. All right, lower body injury.
The dreaded lower body injury.
Klassen turned it over there. Here comes Davis one-on-one with 10 seconds to go. Davis trying to cut his way around. He gets blocked, and he was held off from getting a chance to go in on goal. And Davis turnaround shot saved by Horton. That'll do it for the first period. Atlanta will take a 2-0 lead into the dressing room as the Patriots get their 6th shot of the game. I say they get their 6th shot of the game. There it is. Thank you. So we'll take it into an intermission break. We'll get a scorekeeper's update from John Baranowski as we collect our thoughts here. And, well, pretty much step aside. This is the CrossIceFeed as USPHL Empire action continues here with Atlanta leading the Potomac Patriots 2-0. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, sports fans. John Baranowski here for your scorekeepers update. 2 goals for the Atlanta Knights. The first one coming at 16:28. That's scored by Christian Griffin with the assist to Caleb Santamaria and Chase Quinlan. And then at 12:38, Quinlan would score his own with an assist from Chris Huntington and Caleb Santamaria. Plenty of penalties, 5 of them all against the Potomac Patriots, and that would most certainly explain why the big differential in the shots. Really, 20-6, really hard to get something up on the board whenever you can't get down deep into the enemy territory and get anything started, because they have spent 10 minutes on the penalty kill, a full half of the period down a man. And what more can you do with that?
You have to figure that discipline is going to be the name of the game here in the second period. You can't spend eight total minutes in that period?
It was 10 minutes. It was 5
10
penalties.
minutes. 5 penalties, 10 minutes with the disadvantage. So I'm guessing that's the strategy being gently communicated to his team, Coach Little and Coach Sherman, probably having a nice quiet talk.
Well, he's been known to pull out the guitar and play Kumbaya in the locker room.
Well, I've heard he's got other things on his mind tonight. Coach Sherman obviously going to prom after the game, so he may be a little distracted. Either that, or he's got some woodworking thing going on with molding and shaping dolls and.
They like to split into two groups. There's that, and then the hot yoga.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
it loosens up the muscles very quickly, and it's very relaxing. So you got to, hopefully that will get the Patriots back on track as far as getting off the penalty boards, because it has been ridiculous.
No, it is, and you have to feel bad for Frommignon, because he's doing his best to stay afloat, and to face 20 shots in the first period. He's on pace for a 60-shot game. They got to give him some help.
I mean, the goals. You look at him in a vacuum, and they're like, oh, well, maybe you should have had it, but. Really, think about how many shots. That's a shot a minute on average. That's a bit much. And those shots were good shots with difficult situations around him, and the defense not doing enough to help him out.
No, you're right. And if it's a Dyson vacuum, it's just an absolute whirlwind, because it's just continuous and nonstop. It's the last thing that you want to see, is to put your goaltender out to dry as much as they did there in the first. But we did see 50 shots from this team yesterday, so I'm hoping to see a turnaround here in the second period, maybe a quick goal to get the momentum in their favor. Right,
where we saw yesterday where they were an excellent playing team and the puck luck wasn't there, we're seeing the opposite today. They just haven't been able to keep out of the penalty box, and it's, too many men on the ice is one of those situations where people are getting too unfocused. That's one of those things that happens whenever someone's not paying attention and hops out when they shouldn't. Interference calls, boarding and a hook, not disciplined hockey.
No, you're right.
Is what we're looking at. So they got to buckle down. I know it's an early game after playing the late one, but they got to pull this out and try and win this one.
No,
it's only down 2-zip. They can change their fortunes rather quickly.
They can. I am actually bringing a chicken dish to a puck luck dinner later on tonight. But what's the consensus down on the bench? I mean, are they down? Are they
They have
spirited?
been rather quiet. Even coming to the box, nothing more than the occasional, oh, that was a bad call. I mean, nowhere near as heated as it was. They're not protesting as much. I think they know what they're doing, and they see the writing on the wall, and that's bad. That's something that Coach Little's going to have to get a fire under them a little bit and get them going and have a little passion, a little fire in the belly.
You're right.
Get upset when you have a call against you. Perhaps not as bad as Riley Wynant yesterday, but, a little bit of passion goes a long way. As someone to be a firebrand on that bench, someone to really show that, you gotta get up for these games and fight every minute, every shift.
Yep, and you're going to need to get a power washer to get that writing off the wall. I'm assuming that Wynant is not here today due to a suspension. Does that carry over?
He is not on the score sheet.
Okay.
So I would assume that the game misconduct. That's the typical situation.
He's on water bottle duty. He just walked behind you.
That's the wall, Johnny.
Oh.
But definitely a presence that's being sorely missed out there in terms of physicality, cleaning those bodies out in front of the net, protecting Frommignon a little bit more, and it's a big loss. And there goes Sherman. Hopefully he shored up his plans for afterwards. We wish him all the best tonight in his first dance.
So that's the long and short of it. The Patriots need to play some more disciplined hockey in the second period, no doubt about that.
All right, thanks, John. We'll catch up with you in the second period.
I'm listening, Dave.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Prince William Ice Center. John is listening ever so intently in the timekeeper's area as we get set for second period action. 2-0 deficit for these Potomac Patriots. No carryover penalties. 20-6 shots in favor of Atlanta, along with that 2-0 score. Schrems, you and John had a lengthy conversation where I just listened in here. Boy, there's a lot that these guys have to do to kind of save face in this one and kind of go back to what they had going on last night.
Yeah, we kind of had an in-depth conversation here to figure out what we can do to get this team back in this game. And, it's a very different team from last night to this morning. We kept reiterating yesterday that the team out on the ice, the score didn't reflect the effort that they put into it. It was a total team effort last night. Unfortunately, it was a loss for them, but putting up 50 shots on goal, continually pressuring. They kind of got robbed of a goal last night that kind of changed the flow of the game, but they got to find something here, some sort of spark to get themselves back in this contest.
And the face-off won by the Patriots. Open up this second period where they are in a 2-goal hole, and they're going to look to climb out of it here. It's Klassen loves that one down, and DeBow tagging up on the offside there as he was a step inside. And a battle for it in the neutral zone, won by Kostrepski. Goes all the way back for Horton. And Horton setting it up there for Chris Griffin. Griffin on his backhand through center, looking to hook up there with Sparks. But it was a positive neutral relationship there, and nothing coming. The electricity now over for Sparks. He'll find the puck at the red line. Over to the far corner. They'll gun that one down as Kostrepski will rifle this one all the way past everybody, and this one will be an icing against the Patriots. As we
Nope, they waved it off.
No, they waved it off. Wow. Okay. Even the bench is shouting about this one.
I think it's maybe because of the player that fell down at the blue line.
Had a chance to play it, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now this one will be an icing against Atlanta. No, yeah. The race is won by Kostrepski. And, boy, that Atlanta bench is upset.
Coaching staff's a little vocal.
Just a little bit.
Let me tell you, those references to Sparks, Dave, the face palm hurt me. That's how hard I had the face
Oh,
palm.
he does this every year.
Every year?
Once he finds a name that he can go with, I usually make a tick on the note sheet here as to how many puns that he can make.
He's running out of paper. Slipped around over to the far side, Buckley. Trying to buck his way out of his own zone.
Oh,
And
wow.
a nice collision there at the blue line. Bennett and Sheehan had nothing to do with that play, but they still collided. Incidental contact. Weakland on the near side. Gaining some more ground here. Weakland as he comes across the red line, across the blue line, staying with it there as he dumps it past Welsh. And he squeezes it out to the front. Nobody there for Atlanta to connect. Barber, nice move there on Ian McDonald. And it's cleared all the way down the length of the ice. This one will be an icing against the Patriots. And a Bronx cheer from the coaching staff towards the linesman. That's Ralph Barahona and Scott Hilton applauding the linesman for calling an icing.
It's the little things throughout the game that
I guess so. When you got a 2-0 lead, I guess you can do that.
make it all worth it for him.
So it'll be off on the far corner, fed to the front. McDonald trying to connect with it there. Could not do so. He'll chase it down along the half boards as he pays the price as Welsh will take him into the boards. Bronner. Nice slip around Bronner. Sent over to the near boards again. Sheehan getting bumped by McDonald. McDonald, great effort there as he keeps it in for Atlanta. Bronner chasing it down. Having a bit of trouble there. Barber will come in to support. He's shadowed by Bennett. Up along the far boards. Michael Santiago could not pop it out there as Bronner will control it. Backhanding it towards the front. Did not get
They're just
up in
pinned.
there.
This
Yep.
is not a power play.
And Gagne taking a shot, redirect over to the near corner. 17.5 left here in the second. 2-0 Atlanta. Atlanta controlling this game almost in its entirety. And we have a call coming up here to the Patriots yet again.
Oh, frustrating.
And it's a tripping call against Shane Barber. As we go back on the Reebok Hockey penalty kill. ReebokHockey.com.
Yeah, you really haven't got your money's worth out of the CrossIceFeed power play this week. Have you?
Nope. I think the officials want none of that.
They're not fans.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 17, Shane Barber. 2 minutes for tripping. Barber, 2 for tripping at 17:22 on the Reebok penalty kill.
Steered around over to the near side. Pinching in there to keep it active is Griffin. Slapped up to the blue line, not out. Griffin looking for a deflection up front from Quinlan that came in there into the slot area. but it's kept into the far blue line. Klassen's shot gets deflected over to the near corner. Quinlan stepping into it, taking a shot in the pad save from Framignon. And cleaning up that rebound, Micah DeBow. He's going to go toe-to-toe, trying to split the D, short-handed. And he's still there with a shot on his back, and he gets hauled down, and there will be finally a call against the Atlanta Knights for an elbow.
Micah DeBow taking charge. It was the first trip out of their defensive end that the Patriots have had in the past 2.5 minutes. And Micah DeBow was stopping at nothing to get a quality scoring chance, and they drew himself a penalty, so 4 aside.
Yep, 57-second power play on the other side.
After Bill's
Barber
hat.
gets out of the box, yep. And we'll get the call.
Atlanta Knights penalty to number 4, Caleb Santamaria. 2 minutes for elbowing. That's 2 for elbowing at 16:25 on the CrossIceFeed power play.
And that power play goes away. As soon as the Patriots touch the puck, shot along the side of the net, and Welsh will touch it up. So we'll go 4-on-3
Interference.
for the next 42 seconds.
Behind the play.
Well, yeah, 42 seconds.
Just an undisciplined play by the Potomac Patriots. Santiago's going to sit 2 for interference. Well behind the play. Just took down his man, and you try and get a leg up with the man advantage. Your first one, and it lasts about 10 seconds. Thanks.
Potomac Patriots penalty, 90, Mike Santiago, 2 minutes for interference. Santiago, 2 minutes for interference at 16:04, and the Reebok penalty killed.
Framignon making yet another save. And the face-off will be to the right.
I've seen 3-on-3 once, and frankly, I'd like to see it again.
Didn't we see it recently?
We did.
Did we?
Yeah, I feel as though we did.
I feel as though we did. I saw it at UMBC, Virginia Tech. It was a 3-on-3 overtime. Talk about wide open hockey and very methodical approaches, too. Can't be too careful. Because when you get an odd man rush, it's a bad odd man rush. And McDonald feeds it up top. Or Weakland. 10 seconds left on the 4-on-3. Gagne looking to pull the trigger. Backhands it. Back over. Weakland. Nice diving effort there by Justin Nistroy. And we're at 4-on-4 for the next 56. And then an abbreviated power play yet again for the Atlanta Knights. Gagne. This one taken down with a high stick. And it'll be touched up by Atlanta, ruling the face-off all the way down into Atlanta territory. .11 left here in the second. 2-0 Atlanta. No scoring since the first period. Patriots hockey sponsored by the Spine and Joint Institute in Fairfax, Virginia. Visit sjinstitute.com and see how Dr. Felix Yeskin and Dr. Maria Schaefer can help you with your family wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic needs. And a bump there from behind. Sheehan comes out through center, caught up at the red line by Welsh. An attempt for a pass from Sparks as this one goes right in onto Horton, who sees his 8th shot now. Hasn't seen very many in this contest. And it's through center with a home run pass for Sparks. In and on a breakaway. Sparks in on goal, takes a shot, and Framignon makes an easy save. No penalty coming there. Sheehan played him just nicely on the back check.
For a breakaway, it was less than electric, wouldn't you say, Dave?
I don't think you would make a joke like that. I don't know where this is coming from, John, but this is very uncharacteristic of David Stearns.
I'm not exactly positive on where you're coming from.
I hate you guys. I hate you guys so
Jokes at CrossIceFeed.com.
You got to create that email address now. Here comes Kostrevsky through center ice. Staying with it. Drops a pass there for DeBow. DeBow looking to put it there for Nistroy. A bouncing puck. Picked up and shot along the side of the net there by Kostrevsky. We are down to 5-on-4 hockey for the next 20 seconds as Santa Maria back on the ice. The backhand, high stick, waved off there. A very vocal Atlanta bench. Bronner. Setting on the backhand for Klassen back behind his cage, and around the horn they go up through center. Kostrevsky on his backhand turns it over to Bronner. Let it slapped away by Rush. Nistroy moving it off the boards, sitting there, waiting for somebody to catch up with it. It was Griffin. Back for Bronner with a shot and a save there by Framignon. 14 to go here in the second. 2-0 Atlanta. Niestroy trying to get a hold of it there, but Griffin will take the point shot, redirect up front by Caleb Santa Maria, and it goes out of play.
For being a relatively new player, Brad Kostrepski's he's logging some serious ice time on defense there. So Coach obviously has some faith in the kid to keep it together. I was talking to Coach, and he told me he's a 94, so not too much eligibility left.
In-depth scouting report.
Hey, I get the answers.
Groner looking for Lamar at center, but Weakland had him tied up. Weakland and Lamar racing for the puck there. Santa Maria has it taken away from him by Lamar, but it's turned over to Weakland. Weakland opting to go back over to the near side. Groner's not going to take a chance to pinch. Good for him because it would turn into a 3-on-1 really quick. Good read there. But the Knights carry on, but it's popped away and taken by Lamar with a cross-ice feed over for Brady. Brady trying to put that one on goal. Gets around Gagne. Gagne takes him down to the boards, and he is hurt. Brady went into the boards hard. I believe he went feet first into there. And we'll have an injury timeout. Dr. Yeskin comes out to tend to the injuries of Brady.
Yeah, that might be an ankle. If he went if he went feet first into that might be an ankle. And he is in some serious difficulty right now. Brady's one of those big guys out there that they need, kind of the muscle of the team, if you will. You T-bowing? 27-8 in shots in favor of the Junior Knights, and I saw a little bit of a rush there from the Patriots, a couple scoring opportunities, but nothing yet. They cannot figure out how to get this offense in consistent mode right now.
Hoping the injury is nothing serious here. Injuries have been plaguing the organization at large.
At all levels.
Yeah. Obviously having to recruit some more players, and oh my goodness. It's just been a rough season for them altogether. And he will be helped to his feet. Yeah, it looks like it's his left leg there. As he is helped off the ice. So, down a man. You're without Riley Wanat. Wanat's not in this game due to yesterday's events, and now you are without Brady, a physical force on the team. So, at the Empire level, you got to play with an edge. You really do.
Right now, with the loss of Brady, there are 12 skaters for the Potomac Patriots listed. Real short bench.
That's compared to the 16 that Atlanta has. They got an extra line. And that's including a goaltender, by the way. Is your 12 including a goaltender there, John?
No, 12 skaters.
Okay, so 15 skaters for Atlanta. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. Misheard you. Buckley taking it across the Patriots line. Backhanding it there. And a feed to the front goes wide. It's Lindsay off his stick. Feed to the front there from behind the goal line. It's intercepted by Groner. Groner looking to hook up on the wing there with DeBow. Misses everybody, and this one's going to come back in icing.
So
12:24 left here in the second period. Yes, we are back here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Big weekend for this organization here at the Prince William Ice Center. We're going to have a busy 4 days. So if you are in the area, coffee and snacks are appreciated. Because we got a full slate of games. 9 total that weekend?
9 total.
9
2
total
on
games.
Friday, yep.
Whew.
I believe 2 on Saturday and
Snacks and no-dos.
1 on Sunday and 2 on Monday. I think I may have my math wrong. Actually, I think we may have 4 on one of those days or 3 on one of those days. Yep.
Happy Valentine's Day, honey.
I'm sure our wives will appreciate it.
Why, they get to get rid of us for a weekend.
They should hang out together. Here's a hit there. But instead, it's going to be Ian McDonald that fights his way through that check. And now Groner looking to hook up with the pass to Niestroy. Niestroy across the line. Fakes out his man, but didn't take the puck with him. But he'll get it back, though, the near side blue line. retreating back into the neutral zone. He gets hauled down. No call. And carrying on with it is McDonald, trying to get a shot away, but
I think he might have sold that a bit. I think we might be eligible for an Emmy.
yeah, but then, you'd think at least a call and a holding on him would have been called.
Well, he had it under his arm, and like a kid who was stabbed with a cardboard sword, Just, oh, no.
Playground Emmy.
No.
Yeah, Sheehan trying to play it himself here. There's a twig on the ice. I believe that's Nistroy's twig. And it's being scooted around there in the slot. I don't know if that's being strategically placed by the Knights for any reason or another, but Ian McDonald's going to take it the other way. Inside of the Patriots zone, along the near side, through the slot. And a shot from Bennett. Does not clear its way through traffic. And we got an interference call coming up here, and it's probably going to Barber for taking out. Oh, it's going to be a cross-check call. Yeah, he took out Christian Griffin or Bronner. Who is that? That's Bronner into Frommignon. So we're going to go back on a Reebok hockey penalty kill because that's what we do here at the Prince William Ice Center, located here in Woodbridge, Virginia. PWIce.com for further details on public skates and stick and shoots and all of that fun stuff that goes on here in this beautiful facility. PWIce.com.
Johnny, how many slots you got for penalties?
He's counting. A lot.
I have 25 total.
We're going to go for it.
For the
I'm at
Patriots
9.
Oh, okay.
We've done it before. I had to bleed over into the remarks section.
I had a Hampton Roads game when I was down there, and it was just that case too. Yep.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
I think I went 4 over. I think I had 29.
And here comes a chance on the backhand. Frommignon makes the save.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 17, Shane Barber. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Barber, 2 for cross-checking at 10:53 on the Reebok penalty kill.
Point shot from Weakland gets deflected. Pass Frommignon. It's 3-0. Atlanta.
I believe Santa Maria got the deflection in front.
That's a power play goal.
That is 1 goal and 2 helpers today for Santa Maria.
And that's 2 power play goals, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. I believe Quinlan had a power play goal as well.
Yes, he did.
Whew.
So, difficult situation here.
Game far from over, but there has to be some sort of change, some sort of spark for this Potomac Patriots squad.
No, Toby Sparks plays for Atlanta.
Atlanta Knights goal scored by number 4, Caleb Santamaria, assisted by number 10, Josh Weakland, and number 26, Chris Huntington. That's Santa Maria from Weakland and Huntington at 10:16, a power play goal.
Through center now, and a chance for Buckley across the line. Buckley turning, curling, and he's got the bow right on his back there as it's cleared up by Welsh. Ahead now, odd man rush, come back the other way, 3-on-1, Furter. Furter looking, taking a shot off the backboards, rebound coming there. As Gagne tried to get a hold of it, and the net gets knocked off its mooring. So an odd man rush looking good for the Patriots. Does not work out in their favor. Patriots Hockey is proudly partnered with the Potomac Prospects. Go to pwhockey.com for more details and give them a like on Facebook, pwhockey.com.
Hockey's really grown in this area.
It is. It is.
Leaps and bounds. Plenty of teams here in the area.
A lot of rumored great stuff coming up in the future. We can't release any details, but let's just say that the future looks bright for hockey, especially in this community. And a missed call there. The fans want it for Atlanta to go to the box, but they only got 1 call in their favor. And here comes a home run pass. It's Nistroy across the line, loses his footing, but he's still in alone. It takes a shot. Oh, and it just goes above the glove. I think Horton may have gotten a piece of it. Yeah, great opportunity there for the Patriots. 19:10 left here in the second, but they are down 3-0. And it's cleared into the far corner where it will be picked up by Gagne. Over the near side corner. It misses everybody. Ooh, icing.
Too much stop and go in this game.
Yeah, there's no
Way
real
too much.
flow to it. It's bugging me here because, this is not the same level of hockey we obviously saw in the elite game prior to this one where it was 11-6.
It's not the same level of hockey we saw from these two teams last night.
Yeah. The face-off will be to the left of Sean Horton. Sent around the horn. Going to be kept in there? No. It'll be McDonald that helps the deflection past Kostrepski. An odd man rush the other way? No, they're going to go off on a change here, but they're going to still take the shot. The rebound, Ian McDonald couldn't gun it home. Goes off into the far corner for Kostrepski. Brad Kostrepski getting hauled down there by McDonald. An opportunity here for Weakland. I beg your pardon, Griffin at the point. Classen is the other point man out there. Is Bennett doing some work down there, and a backhand chance there by Bronner goes wide. McDonald is going to post himself up in front of the net there. Seems to be a specialty. His office is the low slot. Rush plays that one off the backboards, and it goes into the glove of Horton, and we'll have another stoppage. 8:11 left here in a second. Face-off will come up to his left.
So what are you doing for the big game?
You know, since there's a 6-hour kind of like delay since it's in England.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not sure. I got plenty of time to think about it.
There you go.
Actually, in about 2 hours. And this one off the far boards. Quinlan using a high glass. Glove down by Kostrepski. Keeps it in. Kostrepski to Furter. Furter couldn't get it solidly on his tape there. So chase it down to the corner. Lamar trying to help out there, but it deflects all the way out to Rush in the neutral zone. Deflected off the skid of Kostrepski and in. No icing, and Patriots were onside. Slapped around by Sparks over for Santa Maria. Hits that door. Funny bounce. Santa Maria has to try to go back to the opposite side where it came. And Weakland on his backhand. Plays it around, and it's kept in by Rush with a point shot and a save there by Horton. He had to work for that one. Kostrepski back behind the goal line, trying to find Barber. It hops over his stick. Klassen will take him into the boards. And he'll peel away with it now in the far circle. Still with it through center. Drops it there for Caleb Santa Maria. And kicked by Quinlan. Went up past there. Klassen with a shot. Nice pad save by Framignan. The rebound. Scooped up. Goes airborne. And it's Weakland that'll pick it up at the red line. A little tied up in there was Huntington and Barber. Right now, Patriots having an opportunity here to break it out through center. A bouncing puck. Slapped through neutral again. Blue line to blue line, but Rush will take it across the Atlanta line. Rush to the front, trying to hook up there with Barber. Fed in front again. Here comes Barber with a turnaround shot.
Nice save.
And a save up front. Huntington and Horton working together to keep that one out of the net. Pinned along the boards and...
Move it.
Please move it. I don't want another stoppage here. We need some flow to this game, huh? Niestroy working for it, pokes it free. Huntington takes him to task into the boards, but it squirts out into the slot and cleared down the length of the ice by the Knights. And this one will be called an icing. Skating backwards was Welsh. They certainly would have an argument there that he wasn't at full effort in skating to get to that puck. But regardless, icing will be charged to the Atlanta Knights with 6:25 left here in a second.
Dave, I think Zach Davis would disagree with you. There's plenty of flow to this game. Look at it. Look at that flow. It's beautiful.
He's got a point. Yeah, the guy with the flow is out of this contest, and that was Alexander. He was taken out early on a check along the boards in front of the timekeeper's box there. He got labeled.
I'll go get an injury update at the intermission from Doc.
And it's DeBow pulling away with it now. Nice little move around his man, Klassen. Trying to find it in the slot. Nice shot there by Davis, but it was blocked by the defender up front. And a good read on that one. Gagne across the Patriots line. Drop pass there for Santa Maria, who gets checked by Niestroy. Got hit so hard he didn't even realize the puck was still with him, and DeBow will pick it from behind him there as he goes far blue line. Stops, looks, got Niestroy coming into the slot, takes a shot and above. The cage it goes.
Yeah, Davis down low, wide open. He could have buried that one short side.
And Buckley will clear it in. A dump as his team will take a chance here to change. Some fresh legs out on the ice. Groner being pressured by Bennett and Sparks. And he sends it way out in front of the net there for Niestroy. Up at the blue line and out. Niestroy will clear it in. Get some changes for the Patriots as well. And finishing his check with Sheehan, but the puck goes over to the near side for Weakland as we come up to the 5:10 mark here left in the second. 3-0 Atlanta. Rush over to Sheehan. And he couldn't get a solid hold of it, so Lindsay will peel away with it. Letting it down low. Rush taking him out. Atlanta still maintains control with Buckley feeding it to the front. Trying to find Sparks to get a shot away. And we'll have a penalty to Atlanta. And Buckley for a trip.
Hopefully a full power play coming up here for the Potomac Patriots. Last opportunity they had at a full power play was cut short 4 seconds in with an interference call. to Michael Santiago. But this is an opportunity. Well, okay. Sorry, the Patriots penalty box door was open. I didn't show we see it matching
Had
minors.
everybody fooled.
Total psych out down there. Total Steve Perry.
Gotcha.
Baranowski's up to his old tricks.
Trickster.
Classic Baranowski.
Wah, wah.
Face off one back behind the cage, and we get the call.
Atlanta Knights penalty to number 27, Brendan Buckley. 2 minutes for tripping. Buckley, 2 for tripping at 4:51 on the CrossIceFeed Power Play.
It's a CrossIceFeed Power Play. CrossIceFeed.com is where we're at. And it's Kostrepski in the near circle. Creeping his way in. He'll go up top of the circle. Switching places with DeBow, but he'll get a pass over to Barber. Barber controlling that pass. He'll send it off. And a pass from Sheehan will go over for Kostrepski. Back to DeBow. Atlanta containing them to the outside. Very aggressive there by Sparks. Controlling on 2 Patriots players looking to move the puck around here. As they're stuck on this side. Santiago. Kostrepski. Point shot deflected through. Saved by Horton. Rebound cleaned up by the Knights, and it'll be sent out into the neutral zone with 3:50 to play here. 1 minute on the man advantage for Potomac. Santiago having trouble there as Bennett pokes it. And Sparks as well, putting it down to the goal line of Potomac. We're down to 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Sheehan couldn't get it in deep, so slapped away by Bronner. And Kostrepski back there to chase. Ian McDonald coming in quick. Got to make a decision here. Kostrepski almost having it poked away by McDonald there. Kostrepski up to Barber now. Barber across the line. He'll dump it in. Down there to chase DeBow's trying to get there first. He tries to pin it along the half boards to keep it inside the offensive zone. Kostrepski in there to try to dig it free. Goes back behind the goal line. Klassen left it there. Lamar looking to tuck it in. It's loose up front, and the Knights will peel away with it now. It's Tristan Gagne. Now we're back to even strength. Gagne takes a shot from Mignon. The save, the rebound. He has to make another save on it as it goes back behind the cage. Over to Gagne in the far corner. Dry mouth. And fighting for it now. Gagne going toe-to-toe there with Lamar. Lamar backhanding it down behind the goal line for Kostrepski. Back to Lamar. Lamar got plenty of time here as he launches this one with a cross-ice feed over to DeBow across the blue line. DeBow takes a side angle shot. Rebound put up front. And tied up there was Davis. And here comes a home run breakaway pass for Huntington, who takes a shot from Fromagnon. The save. The rebound left up front there, but it's swallowed up by Fromagnon with 2:11 left here in the second. 35 shots for Atlanta with a 3-goal lead on the Patriots, who have no goals and 16 shots of their own.
Yeah, it's definitely not the most potent of a power play we were looking for from the Potomac Patriots. But nonetheless, a couple scoring opportunities, but nothing doing on the scoreboard.
The boys go down to East Coast next weekend before coming back here for the showcase. East Coast doing well on the Empire side of things. Elite, they're kind of in the middle. And it's poked out by Welsh and a delayed offside there to Atlanta as we're under 2 minutes to play here in a second. Scrum for it in front of the Atlanta bench. Furter tapping it in here over to the near corner. Finds its way back behind the cage where it's Lindsay maneuvering it over to the near side. It's Santa Maria through center, trying to hook up there with Quinlan. Quinlan wins out the race for the icing. Fed to the front. Here comes a shot from Huntington and a nice save by Fromagnon. Up top, Weakland, point shot. Deflected off the skate of Groner over to the far side where it's going to be picked up by Michael Santiago. Light pass there for Welsh. Welsh getting the pass ahead, trying to find Davis. Davis charging in there with Weakland. Nice move to get around Weakland, but Weakland's going to move the puck off behind over the sideboards for Santa Maria. Funny bounce there. Goes back in the corner as we are down to 1 minute left in the second. Waiting for that offense to start clicking for Potomac, but nothing so far. That's going to be gloved down and played with a glove pass, I thought. And it's a miss, but that's okay. D to D they go. Potomac breaking out of their own zone. Off the skate of Santiago. Barber will carry it across the line. Back checking there from Huntington, but the puck squeezed through the legs of one Knights player, and a shot and a save by Horton, flashing a leather. 29.8 seconds remain here in the second.
Put the showcase schedule up on the website.
USPHL.com.
Easier to read at our website, though.
For the Patriots games, yes. The
Yep.
full schedule for the showcase can be found at USPHL.com. Check it out, Elite and Empire. And their separate pages will have the schedule listed out. Anything that you see that weekend that says Prince William, that'll be your showcase or schedule. Rush, and take a shot through traffic, and here comes a breakaway chance if Bennett can get more speed here. Nice poke away there by Rush, but Bennett will pick it off again, sending it up there for Buckley. Buckley lost control of it. Sparks feeding it to the front, nobody there to connect with it. 10 seconds left in the period. Santiago trying to get one on the board. Santiago, far circle, takes a shot, and it goes into protective netting. We get a stoppage with 2.6.
Pull the goalie?
I would.
Yeah, why not?
Go ahead, call him in.
I don't think that's my choice to make.
Okay. I like this guy. Face-off won by the Knights, and that'll do it for the second period. 3-0 Atlanta. So only one goal in that frame, but a period with barely any flow. But we'll get a scorekeeper's update from John Baranowski in a few moments' time. Stay tuned. Atlanta 3, Potomac 0 here in this Empire game. Here's John Baranowski with our scorekeeper's update. John.
John Baranowski here for your scorekeepers update. Welcome back, everybody. Not much more to report on that period at the 10:16 mark. We had a goal from Caleb Santamaria with an assist from Josh Weekland and Chris Huntington. Plenty of penalties, another 5. We're at 10 penalties for the night, and this time at least the Patriots managed to split it 3-2. 6 minutes of them sitting in the box. Unable to do anything with the man advantage. They had about 2 minutes and 10 seconds with the overlapping minors, and just haven't been able to get on the board. These guys look like a completely different team from yesterday. Perhaps they were over-frustrated. Perhaps they're tired. I don't know. I don't know.
Definitely anemic on the offense here, obviously with the goose egg on their side of the board. I mean, obviously you look to players like Micah DeBauer, Michael Santiago to step up here. I'm not sure if he's on your score sheet there, but I haven't seen Trey Purdon at all today.
I do not see Purdon either.
Yeah, so some players definitely missing, and obviously Samuel Fournier is out after having surgery, upper body surgery here that we can't specify, but not sure if he'll be back for any time in the season. But yeah, Riley won it. You know, just a physical force out there, and chalk up an injury there to Zach Brady. I mean, another guy that likes to throw the body around. So they're just missing the right players, I guess. Maybe that's what's attributed to this lack of offensive firepower?
Perhaps. I mean, there's still 12 skaters out there, so it's not like it's extreme, but certainly doesn't help. It just seems that there's been no one to really wake this team up, put a fire under them and say, look, we're still in this. 3-goal deficit is not insurmountable. I mean, it should have happened last intermission. 2-goal deficit, not insurmountable. Plenty of time, but we got to get up and play our game. Someone needs to step up and start kicking some behind in the locker room and say, guys, let's get going. It just seems like that's missing right now.
All right, John. And before we go into the third period, what's your prediction on the big game today?
On the big game? And no, I'm not giving. You know what a Chelsea-Arsenal score is going to be? It's going to be 1-0. I don't care who, but it's going to be 1-0.
Chelsea, Arsenal? I thought Manchester was playing Arsenal. Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't care. This is America.
All right.
I have Denver winning by a lot.
Okay, sounds good. You and I are on the same page. All right, we'll see you with your thoughts during the third period. Thanks, John. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go here at the Prince William Ice Center. These Empire teams doing battle. Atlanta clearly up front here with a 3-0 score, 36-18. They've doubled up on them shots. What do these Patriots need to do? We were just talking about the anemic offense here from Potomac. They're missing some key guys. We haven't seen Trey Purdon today. We haven't seen, obviously Zach Brady is out with an injury. Maybe he's come back. We're not sure. Yes, he's out there right now.
Maybe just a bit of a stinger.
Yep. So, obviously Riley won it, not in the lineup after last night's disqualification. And, they got their work cut out for them. I wish I had your metabolism, Mr. Shepard. This guy can eat a whole muffin, a bagel, and probably not gain a pound. Speaking of which, here we go. Right in on Horton, bouncer, and guess what? We're going to get a stoppage of play 7 seconds in. Man, that fresh cut of ice, you got players flying all over the place. One of them being Chris Griffin. You see how go sliding. We'll have a face-off to the left of Sean Horton. 93. And a point shot, and we're going to stop and start all over again. And a final change coming from Atlanta. Last minute, they had six skaters out there. A lot of chirping going on here along to our left. And Weakland clearing around the horn over to the near side boards for Sparks, who will deflect it out. Kostrepski will put it right back in. And a failed attempt there to clear it out. Digging for it is Weakland. But Furter doing battle in there. It's cleared up to the blue line and out. Tossed back in by Lamar. Delayed offside here as the Patriots tag up, but no bother here as it's going to be Atlanta coming back the other way. And with Weakland trying to take a shot, got in the way. Where the Patriots defense is Furter's trying to move it out. Fans want a holding call. They won't get it. Kostrepski across the blue line. Kostrepski, far circle, looking to tuck it towards the front, and it's off the stick of Horton and deflected off over to the far side. Lindsay will clear it out down the length of the ice. This one, delayed icing. No icing. Yeah. Front linesman Gates will call that one down. No. And Rush. Being shadowed by Sparks. And a funny bounce. Worked in favor of Atlanta. Bennett, far circle, and we're going to have a hooking call coming up to Micah DeBow. Yeah, once you get frustrated and a little sloppy, you do things just like that, unfortunately. He's a guy you don't want in the box either. We'll wait for the public address.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 12, Micah DeBow. 2 minutes for hooking. DeBow, 2 for hooking at 18:40 on the Reebok penalty kill.
And it's a Reebok Hockey penalty kill yet again. ReebokHockey.com. Sent all the way down the length of the ice.
Reebok Hockey getting a lot of plugs tonight.
Yeah, I'd say so. Here comes Ian McDonald. Spinning around from his check from Michael Santiago. Griffin. Back to McDonald. To Griffin. And it's over to Klassen. Pulling the trigger there. Barber took that one on the inside of the ankle. Staying with it. Oh, he is hurting. He is hurting as this one goes right in on the glove of Framignan, and he's going to go off. That is, yeah, you don't want him to go down too.
Bit of a stinger, I bet.
Once again, these guys are traveling down to East Coast. Down in North Carolina. They'll play the last 2 games on the road before finishing out here with a showcase. The following weekend, they will play host to a plethora of teams here. If I remember correctly, 49 games in that 4-day stretch. We'll have 9 of those games. It's Huntington. Up top, Weakland taking a shot. Blocked, deflected off over to the corner. Rush trying to get there first. But with it now is Quinlan. Up top, Gagne shot deflected wide. Quinlan back to retrieve it. Drops it there for Santa Maria. Santa Maria sells that one on net. And it goes over to the far corner. Delivered up top to Gagne. Fakes his delivery. Goes over to Weakland. Weakland through traffic there and goes wide to the far post and over to the far half boards. Nistroy doing some work there against Santa Maria. Kind of overshadows him, that's for sure. Weakland near side blue line. Calling for it. We had a couple of guys down there for Atlanta. Santa Maria and Quinlan up top. Gagne back and forth with Quinlan with a shot. Oh, man. Open traffic there. Open net from Mignon. Comes across and makes a great save on a Weakland shot. Josh Weakland had an open net. Couldn't bury it home.
40 shots for the Junior Knights.
Even strength now. 40-19 shots. 3-0 Atlanta.
Romagnon turning his paycheck tonight.
Certainly is. And it comes out to the neutral zone for Brady. Brady couldn't connect the pass there with Lamar. It's recovered by Rush, who taps it over to the near side wing. Patriots trying to gain some zone entry here, but they'll have to retreat back to their own zone to break back out and try to get a good rush going here. Groner having trouble with his counterpart, number 9, Lindsay. He's taken to the boards by Lindsay, pinned up there, but the puck goes free over for Furter. Puts it on his backhand over to the near side for Lamar, who gets checked into the boards by Griffin. But the puck finds its way out into the neutral zone. Brady's going to chase it down, but Horton's back there behind his cage to set up and swing it around over to the half boards. And it'll be Groner taking a shot, deflected up front, and cleared over to the near side blue line, kept in by Lamar. Griffin will pick it up for Atlanta. Leaving it there for Buckley. And the pass ahead for Griffin. Now for Sparks. 2-on-1 developing here. Walsh trying to get back into play. Here comes a chance and a bouncing puck. Griffin could not connect. Near corner goes Groner. Going toe-to-toe with Sparks. Furter colliding in there. Sparks dropped a stick. He retrieves it. And Sparks trying to pick up the puck here, but he turns it over. And mystery man Brady coming through center, trying to split the D. He gets pushed over off the puck. And Atlanta trying to clear it. Went off of one of their own players. And now it'll be Weakland coming back the other way along the near side boards on the wing. He'll clear it in. He'll chase it down. Trying to get there first, but it's wrapped around the boards over to the near side. And Kostrepski will play it up for Michael Santiago. Looking for an open Sheehan through center, but Sheehan couldn't play that one cleanly. And we got a collision here at the blue line as the Knights will come back the other way 1-on-3. Taking that shot was Gagne, deflected over to the near blue line. Bronner keeping it in. He'll rush it in along the near circle. Backhanded to her front, blocked by Rush. Santiago finds a loose change in the circle. Bounced around here as the shot does go through to Faramignon, who plays it off over into the corner where Bronner will keep it active over for Bennett. Bennett being pushed on the boards by Ian Rush. Kicked along for Kostrepski. And finally, it moves its way across the blue line and out into the neutral zone, and Sheehan will push it forward into Atlanta territory. Off in the far corner now, Gagne going there with Kostrepski. Kostrepski trying to move it along the half boards for Sheehan. But is caught up in a couple of feet there. And going down was Kostrepski. And a check there delivered by Barber. But the puck will be recovered by Atlanta. Bennett across the red line, across the blue line, still with it, looking. Sends it into the slot. Intended target there was Ian McDonald, but it deflects out to the red line where Josh Weakland will pick it up. He'll send it right back in, but Kostrepski will have it in the far corner in front of the Mason Patriots logo. And it's sent all the way down the length of the ice. This one not far enough for an icing. Mark Klassen will get there before it gets to the goal line. Zach Brady on his tail there, but pushing on to the Patriots blue line. Nistroy tried to clear it out. Kept in there by Atlanta. With it is Bennett. Bennett looking for an open option, but he turns it over right onto the tape of Davis. With a pass ahead from Micah DeBow. Drop pass for Nistroy. Takes a shot and a blocker save by Horton. Davis looking to the front. Deflected. Loose. Turnaround shot by DeBow. Went wide. Gloving it out of the air and playing it there to himself is Bennett, who'll optical back into the corner for Weakland. Weakland scanning the ice here, and he plays it into protective netting. In the pros level, that's delay a game, but we do not charge penalties like that in this level of hockey, so the face-off will just be inside the Atlanta zone in turn. 12-46. 12-47. I can't count, can't identify numbers. I've been talking too much here.
Puppy Bowl starts in an hour.
3-0 Atlanta here against the Potomac Patriots. Can't wait. Who's going to win this year?
I don't know. I heard something about penguins and guinea pigs in a blimp.
Ooh.
So wrap your head around that, America.
They're really going above and beyond for this year's Puppy Bowl. Groner looking for Welsh. Deflected off of his stick. Trying to get it there is Lamar, but it'll be Quinlan trying to look with the behind-the-back pass over. for Santa Maria, but instead it'll be the Patriots. Furter powering his way out through neutral. The pass ahead there to Lamar. Griffin will outplay them both. There's Brady there to support. The Knights trying to clear it out. Kept in there by Alex Groner. Alex Groner's shot gets deflected off into the corner. Klassen trying to get hold of it there, as it does find its way onto the stick of Caleb Santa Maria. But Christian Griffin will get a toss back by the Patriots towards the Atlanta zone. Groner will use the boards and send it over to Lamar, waiting in front of his own bench, trying to skate it through center, but he has it poked away from him by Gagne. This one is going to be thrown into the near corner.
Dump and chase game.
I prefer the run and gun.
A little more excitement.
Exactly.
Yep.
Ian Rush. Well, I mean, they're going to play conservative. They have a 3-goal lead.
Yep.
Weakland up top to Gagne. Gagne finds a lane. Framignon makes a save. Solid performance by Ryan Framignon in this one with 42 shots. And stepping on that puck was the Mystery Machine, as this one gets put into the rafters and almost takes out the new light fixtures that were just installed recently.
Woo! Mr. Hutzler breathing a sigh of relief on that one.
Patriots are proudly sponsored by the Hutzler family and the Prince William Ice Center, located here, 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia, Prince William County, to be more specific. PWIce.com for information on public skates, stick and shoots, and much, much more. It's PWIce.com for the Prince William Ice Center. Face-off will be at Sean Horton's right. Face-off taken away here by Atlanta. They'll lightly toss this one down the length of the ice, not far enough for an icing, as Rush and Lindsay go toe-to-toe. It's fed on now for Kostrepski. Across center ice. Kostrepski still with it. Trying to get around Weakland. Backhands it behind the cage. Over to the near side now. Barber finds a pass up for Rush. Rush trying to take a shot, but it was blocked by the stick of Tristan Gagne. And it'll be moved ahead now for Tanner Lindsay. Across the line. It's Lindsay. Still with it, but he loses it as Kostrepski stood him up. And the pass now on for Michael Santiago. Santiago going on his backhand, losing control of the puck. Poked away by Buckley. And Buckley will reverse it over behind the cage over to the near side where Klassen will put it up along the half boards. Rush will get there first. He'll keep it in there. And it's turned over. Griffin will play it back for Klassen. We come down to 10-10 left here in the third. 3-0 Atlanta. This one is scooped out into the neutral zone, but tossed right back in by the Patriots. We'll go for almost a wholesale change here. Staying out there, though, will be the defenders. So not quite a wholesale change. Kostrepski. Half off. There you go. It's a half off sale. We'll call it that. Back behind the goal line, chasing it down is Kostrepski. Bennett. Back behind the goal line finds Bronner. Ian McDonald camped out front. He's looking for it, but he won't get it. Now he'll have to retrieve it himself. Picking it up and dishing it back behind the goal line. Ian Rush will get there first. Bronner intercepting it there as he bounced it up front. Bennett. Bronner. And a save by Framignon. And he got a piece of that one there. Davis will put it up along the boards. Nistroy couldn't clear it out. Weakland stepping in. Taking a shot. Blocker saved the rebound. Batted out of the air with a glove from Bennett. And played by Micah DeBow, who will try to charge it the other way. Trying to get around his check. He gets taken out hard by Gagne. But DeBow still has it. DeBow on his back end couldn't get it past the feet of Weakland. And it comes up to the blue line and out. Stepping into there, Groner, and Welsh will be the only defender back there. He's going to go with it into the corner with Gagne. Welsh will find it along the goal line. Tossing it past Bronner, who takes him down. And this pass ahead now for Micah DeBow. Leaves it up for Davis, but a little out of his reach. He tried to poke it towards the net, but it'll be Christian Griffin walking away with it over to the far side of the neutral zone, and a hard check there delivered by Welsh. Joe Welsh, not afraid to drop the body from time to time here. We come down to 8:20 left here in the third. DeBow looking for an option. He's got Justin Nistroy across the blue line. Nistroy. And he's got Brady camped out front. Groner will take it here. Maybe Nistroy going off on a change. Brady trying to work with Lamar behind the goal line. Nobody in the slot here. That change coming on is Furter. Furter picking it up here. in front of the Atlanta bench, loses an edge, and Huntington will pick it up in the high slot, and he feeds it out through center for Quinlan. Quinlan with a return pass to Huntington. The top of the slot, he stops, he gets checked, and still gets a shot away. Goes into the glass and over to the near side boards. Poked up to the blue line and out. Further with extra help there for Brady. He tried to carry it across, but now Quinlan drags it back into the Patriots zone. Over to the far point. Weakland takes a shot, he scores! Deflecting pass from Ignan. It's 4-0 Atlanta. 7:29 left here in the third.
Santa Maria with his 4th point of the afternoon. 2 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah, and he is definitely at the top of the stats, not including what he had last night. He had 36 coming into this weekend.
He's got well over 40
well
now.
over 40.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm assuming he's the younger of the 2 brothers, and when Chris moves on in eligibility, the
Atlanta Knights
younger
goal
one will move
scored
up.
by number 4, Caleb Santamaria, assisted by number 10, Josh Weakland, and number 7, Chase Quinlan. That's Santamaria from Weakland and Quinlan at 7:29.
7:21 left here in the third. It's 4-0 Atlanta. And we got some debris on the ice. But we'll have a face-off at center. And Atlanta trying to attack more. They're relentless, but Michael Santiago takes a shot and another save made by Horton. Kostrepski keeping it in. Feeds it over the far circle. Sheehan trying to put it to the front in the slot where Michael Santiago was making a move, but it was cut off by Atlanta and sent over to the near side boards. Puck squeezed out in the neutral zone, and this one's going to miss everybody, and we'll have an ice. 6:51 left here in the third. Wake up, Mr. Shrimps.
And it's been a tough one. We get these every once in a while, not too often, but you know you just want that next step to happen, and it just didn't come today for the Patriots. Good effort yesterday by this Patriots squad, but fell short, a little bit short this morning.
Pass through center, out of the reach of Huntington. Kostrepski doing battle with Huntington, who's got his stick tied up in the equipment of Kostrepski. Oh, and a hard check there. Huntington didn't see it coming, but Ian Rush took him down. Well, I don't know. It's debatable on who took who down. Kostrepski retreating back into his own zone, but being pinned into the boards by Huntington. Moves the puck there for Davis. Davis getting a pass from behind the back from Nistroy, but it's turned over. It's Gagne. Will poke it out into the neutral zone for Quinlan. Pass intended there for Huntington, but it goes onto the tape of Kostrepski. Home run pass through center, trying to find DeBow. He's waiting patiently at the red line. He'll pick up the puck, though, at his own blue line. The pass now for Kostrepski. Kostrepski trying to take a shot. Couldn't get it completely in his wheelhouse. He'll get another crack at it here, but this shot gets deflected in the protective netting behind the cage with 5:49 left here in the third.
Might be back here in 2 weeks, covering all the games. So if you haven't purchased your Ustream Professional month subscription yet, you can watch ad-free. You can watch the entire showcase weekend for these Potomac Patriots ad-free. For what, $1.99?
$3.99.
$3.99. Still a pretty good price.
.530 left here in the third. 4-0 Atlanta. Brady trying to find it, trying to track it down, but Buckley will have it on his backhand. Groner, far corner, over to the near side, out of the reach of Brady, and Atlanta will pick it up back at their blue line with Klassen. Pass almost intercepted. Now it's completely intercepted, but then it's bounced right back towards Patriots territory, but Welsh will backhand it. And along the half boards, Lamar's going to stay with it. Trying to deke around Buckley. Trying to fake him out, but Klassen was right there waiting. Puck pinned along the boards inside the skates of Lamar and Klassen. And we'll keep it moving. It's kicked free. And Barber will find it. Down behind the goal line, back for Lamar. who gets tossed into the boards in no man's land. We'll see who wins this battle as it comes out for Brady. Brady got it up to Barber, but it was in a skate. And it'll be turned over, and Atlanta will come back the other way. Sparks coming across the line. Has it poked away from him, but picked up by Buckley. Buckley looking for an opportunity here. Puts it towards the front, and Bennett almost had a chance to connect on it. Coming down to 4 minutes left here in the third. 4-0 Atlanta. So we finish this 4-game weekend for the Patriots with Empire and Elite. And also a 5th game we covered on Friday. George Mason and Northern Virginia Community College. ACHA D3 action. This is David Stearns, Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, Philip Prevost, and Ryan Shepard here for CrossIceFeed. Do appreciate your patience tonight on the broadcast. Or this afternoon or morning, I beg your pardon. So we've had some technical issues throughout, but we're going to iron those things out.
Everyone's looking at me now. I'm sorry.
You made a noise.
It's your hat. It's making all of us uncomfortable.
But it's so warm. Even the ref asked me between periods. He's like, "What's up with the hat?" I'm like, it's warm. It's very warm.
Well,
Ear flaps.
In Russia, you kind of need that warmth. Here comes Kostrepski. Loses control of the puck as he tried to pull the trigger.
If it works in Siberia, it works in Virginia. I'll tell you that.
I believe it. As it's 61 cold degrees outside of the Prince William Ice Center. Bronner taking a shot, deflected away. And rebound picked up there by Sheehan. Sheehan trying to put it up there for Kostrepski. In the far corner, Kostrepski trying to work his way to the front. Takes his shot and a save there by Horton.
I wonder if Kostrepski was a forward at some point. 'Cause he breaks out of the zone like a forward.
Yeah, that'd be something interesting to find out. And a turnaround shot up front. Nisroy had an opportunity to go toe-to-toe there with Horton, but Horton heard a who and made a save. And DeBout tried to make a move there, but he lost control of the puck on Christian Griffin there, who peeled away with it. Bronner, near corner, sent it around over to the far corner. DeBout getting there, trying to hook up with the pass with Nisroy that was trying to break out of the zone. It's kept in there by Klassen. DeBout will find the puck along the far side in front of his bench with a pass ahead now for Nisroy. Nisroy across the line. Nisroy into the slot. DeBout takes a shot. He scores! 2:10 left here in the third. Horton gets beat for the first time. He heard a who? He heard a Micah DeBout.
DeBout, nice little trailer on that one. Makes the drop pass and buries it on the goaltender, breaking up the shutout. Something to hang their hats on today.
Can they pot 3 in 2 minutes?
I don't know. I've seen crazier things happen.
Potomac Patriots goal! Scored by number 24, Justin Nisroy.
Oh, it's Nisroy.
Assisted by number 12, Micah DeBow. And number 14, Zach Davis. That's Nisroy from DeBow and Davis at 2:10.
I misidentified the goal scorer. I do apologize. But it was DeVal that was really instrumental in that play.
Get the puck in at the point.
Talk about resolve. Furter trying to find it there, but went out of his reach. And kicked around over to the near side. And neutral zone along the wing here now for Huntington. Across the line. And a shot from Santa Maria. Funky bounce. Over to the near side boards. It's recovered. Quinlan to the slot. Santa Maria gets bumped. Brady trying to poke it away from Gagne, but Gagne stuffs it down low. Quinlan to the front. Huntington with a shot and a save easy for Framignon. 1:10 left here in the third, 4-1 Atlanta. And a turnover. Santa Maria comes in on goal. Great save by Framignon.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Bronner with it. Looking at options here. Trying to get away from Huntington, who's applying some pressure. Fans are getting anxious here as this team looks a little exhausted as a point-blank shot from Quinlan making Framignon work for yet another save. 43 seconds left in this one. 4-1 Atlanta. 49-25 shots in favor of Atlanta. Framignon. White pads are definitely peppered with some puck marks. And a blocker and the glove.
And the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. Yep.
And this one, point blank. Lindsay, the shot, they score. The initial shot didn't go, but the second one did. And it's 5-1 Atlanta with 30 seconds left here in the third period on the 50th shot for Atlanta. 50-25, they've doubled them up on shots and more than doubled them up on goals.
It's just a tough all-around afternoon for these Potomac Patriots, but I'll take the week, regroup, and make a better effort next week down in East Coast, down in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Kostrevsky, D-to-D there with Ian Rush. Here's the call.
Atlanta Knights goal scored by number 9, Tantner Lindsay, assisted by number 27, Brendan Buckley, and number 14, Toby Sparks. That's Lindsay from Buckley and Sparks at 30 seconds.
5 seconds to go here. And Atlanta, on the Empire level, sweeps out the weekend against Potomac. That'll do it. So a trip down the East Coast with a week of practice in between, and hopefully these guys can give a better showing in that showcase. A couple of tough losses for these Empire guys. Well, we got nothing more to say here as we will end the broadcast here. Empire USPHL action just concluding as the Atlanta Knights defeat the Potomac Patriots here at the Prince William Ice Center with a final score of 5-1. David Stearns for Brian Schrems, Ryan Shepard, John Baranowski, and Philip Prevost for CrossIceFeed saying, have a great afternoon and evening, everybody. Enjoy the big game. And as always, don't stop believing.